Hi everybody, I'm the Reluctant Reviewer.
And I'm Kewpie83.
And as I told you on the last video, if you watched it, we're going to try to do more Barbie related stuff for Barbie's big year and Barbie friends and things like that. So we're going to do something with Ken. It's a little old, a little new.
Yeah, so we have a selection of Ken dolls on the table. We're not going to go in depth to explain all the details about them. But it's kind of so you can see how he's changed over the years. He's not as old as Barbie. He's a little younger, but he's close to her. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. And just, for reference, if you hear like wind whooshing around, it's because the wind today is crazy. So
very breezy around here. So we picked up some new ones. And these are the ones, well, you've probably seen them in the store, but I never picked them up to buy them. These are ones that are based on Barbie's Dreamhouse Adventures, which is the Netflix show. Yes, it's not the one we all like.
It's not Life in the Dream House.
Which we really like, but I don't have those dolls to show those either, though. That's okay. So it's the new series, and they're more young looking, and the cartoon's not that bad. It's okay. I mean, I want them to do the mom and dad. I want them to make it.
That would be interesting.
A one-shot. They could do it one time. They don't have to do it because it's not like they change their hair. They don't change their clothing.
No, they look just as young as Barbie. Yeah. And so it shouldn't be that hard.
So this one we're going to concentrate on the Kens. This is the travel adventure Ken.
And this is just, is it like the Dreamhouse one? Just Barbie's Dreamhouse?
Yeah, well, this one you can tell by this picture
by the graphic.
Usually.
So it's the one kind of themed around the whole Dreamhouse.
And I don't know if it's Barbie's washer and dryer,
or if it's Ken's, or whatever.
He hung out and he needed his clothes. He needed the Dreamhouse to do something with it. So we're going to open these up and show you. They are a little bit different, just in their hair color and their styling. All right, so we've deboxed the Kens.
We have. So they are free from their cardboard cells.
They are. Okay, you want to talk about washer dryer boy?
This is, pretty simple. You can use it with the Dreamhouse. You can use it just as its own little accessory here. It's a washing machine. Could be a dryer, I guess, too.
A two-in-one.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything like electronic, like you don't press a button and hear sounds. It doesn't pop the door open or anything.
In the Mattel world, no sounds?
I know, right? Like, I'm like, where's the weird gimmick? But the weird gimmick is not apparent here. It's not a thing.
Where's the Play-Doh?
Yeah. So you like manually can turn the clothing. If you have clothing in there, you can turn this and it'll move around.
I get the biggest kick on the back of the box where it shows him taking his shirt, and his shirt is the only thing that's in the washer and dryer. So I guess Ken is he needs a lot of clothes.
He needs more clothing.
He has to go to the laundry or the room and just do his one shirt that he's wearing.
Nothing else to wear. So that's good to mention. It doesn't come with any extra clothing. You get what's on Ken. So if you don't have any other Ken clothing, you're stuck with this stuff. But there's also this little thing that you can turn as well to like set the settings or whatever. So there's that. This opens and closes. It was a little tough to open it at first, but yeah, it might be a little tough to open.
It has shelves. I like that it has shelves.
The shelves are nice.
Oh, does it have? Oh, okay.
And I bet there's little circles.
It's the Dreamhouse thingy where you can put the stuff and hook it in.
So
that's nice. I like that.
A couple circles on here, and the accessories have the circles, so you can just poke it in.
It's the Dreamhouse.
So this is actually kind of nice. Like, it's a fun little accessory. Oops, Ken has a shoe issue. And this
flip-flops.
And Ken himself, it's a like hollow body we're all used to, right? He has more articulation than like I expected him to.
I actually think he has a little more weight.
I think he does have a little more weight
than Barbie.
Yeah.
I mean, if we compare him to the she said yes Ken, I think he's lighter.
Oh, I remember him being very light.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, like this guy has no weight whatsoever.
He's 2010's
Yes.
Barbie. She said yes.
Yeah.
When Barbie dumped Ken and then he had to go and woo her.
I like the face though, and I like the hair.
That is I like his hair. Hold on, whoops. I like his hair. He's got nice hair.
Yeah, and he has a cute face.
His eyes are nice. They did a really good job on the boy's eyes.
Right. The outfit's kind of but you know, it's fine. And the sandals don't really like to stay on.
But I like this outfit better than the printed on pocket outfit.
Yeah, that's just sad when Mattel does that. Stop printing on pockets.
He has nice shoes. He doesn't have socks in there. I'm surprised that they didn't try to, like the old days they did. You can look at him, and they both have a different hairstyle. We'll take your glasses off. And their eye color is different.
It is.
He's got really blue,
and their eyes are painted differently, just in general.
Yeah.
Like, one is more, like, cartoonish. Slightly. But they're painted differently. And, like, the hair is styled differently.
I like that the hair is styled differently. I like that you get a chance to have a different guy out for the date.
It is a pretty stylish. They were pretty stylish looking Kens.
This Ken comes with a backpack. He comes with a water bottle. He comes with suntan lotion, so I guess he's going someplace warm, and his sunglasses and a camera. You can undo the camera. It's just a little bit short on him when he puts it around his neck, but it's okay. It's passable. It's just a little
fun accessory,
worn out.
though.
Yeah, I like to have that. And it does have a slit in this. And it's pretty. It's orange.
I like the color.
I wish it had these little pockets that work too, but
I wish they'd make like a made-to-move Ken, so I could pop the head off of this, like off of these guys, and have one that was articulated more. Because that's what does bug me. Is like, yeah, you can move his shoulders and his like his hips out, but still you can't like bend his arm, and they're always so like weirdly straight. Like Ken has weirdly straight arms all the time.
Well, yeah, true. It's not like it's a busy hands one where at least his hands go.
Right, like I want an articulated Ken.
I can put my arm like that. I can be a flagman.
Right.
There, it's calisthenics. It's gym Ken.
It's gym class. Yeah.
But he's got nice lips. He's not that bad.
No.
I prefer molded hair Ken dolls to hair on them.
Well, because Mattel doesn't always do a good job with like real hair.
No, they've done a few weird ones when they did the one with the beard and the mustache. And there's a few Kens from my day that were really wild hair.
Right, yeah. They did it well on like the My Scenes. I think the My Scene boys had good hair, but the Kens, I don't know what it is with them. But these two are pretty. Like, they're handsome looking guys.
And this one, well, this one actually, this is one he wears this outfit in the cartoon.
Yes.
So it's pretty spot on with what he looks like.
It's not that bad at all.
The pants are nice too. Do they have Velcro? It's elastic.
Oh.
No Velcro. All right.
That's nice. Yeah, this is also elastic on this guy.
This is good. I like that. So I thought I'd put some Kens out so we could kind of look at them and compare. You can see what they look like.
Yeah, you can see how he changed over the years.
Well, everybody knows this guy. This is Flocked Hair Ken from 1961.
The original.
The original. He's not my original. My original was a brunette that my cousin chewed off the back of the flocking.
Oh no.
If I had known you could buy flocking now, I would have saved my Ken.
Well, and that was the problem that with the flocking when they released it wasn't lasting. Like it wasn't.
Water would take it off.
Yeah, water would take it off. So if you were really actively playing with your Ken, like his hair would very quickly deflock.
So he's got the piercing blue eyes, and it's nice because I can put them out and then I see which ones need cleaning. So I'll be able to clean them. So piercing blue eyes, we haven't changed there. The height has changed.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. And definitely the styling of the Ken dolls has changed over the decades.
Of what he was wearing? Yeah, true.
But he's a cute Ken.
He is a cute Ken. All right, then we have the next year after, 62, whoops, we have, I moved all their heads here this way. We have molded head instead of the flocking.
Because they started to get rid of that because it just wasn't lasting.
You do have lines that show the hair. This guy's hair is turned green for some reason. It should be blonde, and his lips. But he still has the piercing blue eyes, the same head mold. But you
Still cute.
can see it's got the differentiation on there.
I like the flocking best on that particular face mold.
You do. Then we have Malibu Ken.
Malibu,
which is from 71. And he decided to buff up.
Yeah, he has a different vibe than these two Kens.
This is my guy. He has you can tell things melted on him. His plastic melted right there and there. But he's short. He's pretty short. If I had shoes on him, he would only be about this tall.
Yeah, he is much shorter. And he has a cool face. Like he's definitely kind of like, hey, I'm Ken.
Hey, I'm Ken, and he's got weight to him.
Yeah.
This is what I like. A weight to a doll.
Weight to your Kens.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
Then we have 72 with busy hands.
Who is also kind of cool looking.
He's buff. He's got an issue with his shoulder, a little melted there on the turn. But dark hair, hot looking guy. You want him coming to your house to pick you up?
He's rather good looking for a Ken doll.
He is, but he's still short. What is it? Look at the necks.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my goodness.
They've grown. I didn't realize that, but they've definitely grown.
Okay. All right, so now we've got
Barbie and the Rockers.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Yes, this is Ken and the Rockers band. You can tell he is so styling. He's got his pink glove on.
Super styling. Gotta love how they style
Look
Ken.
at the face. The face is very different.
It's so different. Like, I wonder if they actually used that again or if it was just for the Barbie and the Rocker line.
I mean, he has a distinctive nose, distinctive little
like narrow
wrinkles,
eyes.
and it's very molded.
Yes. I don't know if they used that.
Waist.
In the 80s, they were still doing, like, the one that I remember more frequently, so I don't even know. Did they use this again? That's a good question.
I don't know.
Definitely, like, a different vibe than these two studs over here.
And he's still short. Every time I touch things, it gets sticky on there.
Yeah, you have to worry about that outfit if you have, like, Barbie and the Rockers Ken. The outfit is not great.
Okay, and then we have the Disney parks.
So this was a Toys R Us exclusive that had Ken and then Barbie and Skipper. It was a 3-pack from 1990. This is the only Ken up there that's mine. So this is like what you would typically have seen in the 90s. Like, this is your 90s era Ken doll.
His hair color, it's just so funny, that highlighted area.
I know, like, I don't know what he was using.
How did Barbie convince him that that was a good style?
It was not a good style.
Piercing blue eyes, we keep with the piercing blue eyes.
We still have the blue eyes. And you know, some of these colors in this Ken's hair, it could kind of be in this guy's hair. Like, it's not
they're more blended together than let's do one chunk here of this color and one chunk
Look
of
at
that
those super
color.
strange highlights.
And you gotta love his clothing, because this is the cool Ken that goes to Disney World.
It was the 90s, guys. It was the 90s.
And then we have rollerblading Ken. We're trying to be buff again.
Super fashionable.
He's buff.
He needs knee pads?
Yeah, those are his blading pads. He's dusty. He's got to be fixed up before he goes back on the shelf. But I'm cool.
Yeah.
I am cool.
He's experimenting with the longer hair here.
Yeah, and with the blades, he's the right height.
But theoretically, actually, even without the blades, this might be a little closer.
Kind of getting closer.
He's a cool Ken, though. I mean, again, he's what you'd see, like, in the 90s.
And then in 2002, I like this guy. Modern Circle Ken.
Modern Circle was a cool Barbie line.
I like that line a lot.
It was way cool. And, like, the way they did the features and even the hair and the outfits, it was really cool.
His eyes aren't as bright and dominant, but he's like, hey, man, yeah.
Yeah, and he has freckles.
And he's tall.
Yes, he is much taller. And is he articulated?
He's got elbows.
See, he's more articulated, because Modern Circle was like, it was one of those weird, like, offshoots. But I wonder if he has rubber bands, so he's gonna,
He does have, I think he has strings. I'm thinking already, how am I supposed to restring you?
Yeah.
But I do like it because he's got the freckles.
Yeah, and good. His hair is styled well for being real hair.
Yeah, it's still a strange color, but we can let that go because it was really kind of retro. They were really out there with orange hair and yellow hair.
They fit the series.
And then we have 45th anniversary Silkstone. Whoops.
We lost his stand.
We lost it. It's a Silkstone
stand.
It's one of those stands I hate. All right. Silkstone.
Nice.
His eyes are a different color though. Look at that.
Yeah, his are brown.
His look brown. Yeah. Not blue.
So they were not going by canon when they were making the Silkstone.
I wonder if that's part of the canon though. Okay, now he's taller because he's got a Silkstone body.
Also made out of a different material and everything though.
He says, I'm a grown-up. I'm not like an 18, 19-year-old kid. So we're trying to figure on the cartoon if Barbie is 19, 20. She can take the camper out by herself. Her parents have no problem with her just watching the kids all weekend or all week long.
Exactly. I mean, her friends can run for like town, what was it? Town council or whatever. Like, so it's weird. It's like, how old is Barbie supposed to be? And like, she has to be at least 19, I would think, right? So then Ken should be at least 19.
You would think.
But they're just friends in the series.
They're just beginning to think, well, we're just friends, aren't we? Yeah. Last one I have here is the 2010. She said yes.
Yeah, remember when that came out? It was a 2-pack with Barbie and this weird-looking Ken.
I remember when it came out, but I just opened it today out of the package for this. Because I thought, okay, I'll just keep it, and maybe it'll be worth money someday, but it's not going to be worth money someday. And he's very light.
Yeah. And he was given no articulation. Like, he can move his arm up and down, but you can't, like, really move it any more than that.
And we should have known once he came out that this is where the quality is going to be and the weight of the product. It's not going to be that great anymore.
And, like, his hair kind of sucks. Like, his hair is just poorly cut and poorly styled, and it's helmet hair. Like,
it is really
they should have made molded hair.
But he has the piercing blue eyes, so when we look at him, he just has a square jaw.
Yeah.
And this one is more pronounced, his jawline.
I definitely prefer the face mold they're currently using to what they were doing in 2010.
Yeah. Oh, and we forgot to tell you that his sandals it says Ken on them.
It does.
So it's kind of like an ode to the old days.
And if you lose them, you will know who they belong to.
He just needs toes, and so he can put them between his toes instead of them falling out.
I mean, they could have made a fake separator that went in the front of here.
They could have.
Right? And then it would have stayed on. Or done an ankle thing.
Put a little back on there, too.
Right.
It could have stayed on the back. But I always thought this was the cheesiest of the Kens because he's got the lip print on his cheek.
And the hair's just not good.
And, I mean, I understood that they were going for the surfer kind of vibe in those times, but he wasn't the greatest, so.
Yeah.
So, that's what we've got here. Do you have a lot of Kens in your collection? What years? Obviously, we're missing years. I mean, we cut off in 2010, and there's still space in between 2004 to 2010 that we don't have things out. Some things I just didn't want to pull out because they're always in the back because they're Ken dolls.
Right.
But it is kind of nice to see what I had. So.
And to see how the past releases compare to what is currently out on the shelves now.
How we went from here to here.
Right. It's an interesting change.
It is.
And it's definitely one that you can tell, like, when these things were made. I feel like it's, like, you can tell this was, like, the era of the 60s.
You can't.
Like, leaving the 50s, going into the 60s.
Recently, I've been able to get a lot more of the early Ken clothing, so it kind of made me feel happy because then it's like, oh, that's like my Ken had that and my Ken had that. So I still want to do that, and I'd like to get like maybe a brunette flocked because then it would be like the one I originally had. And usually when you go to doll shows, the Ken prices are better than the Barbie prices anyway.
Right, exactly.
So I hope it was a little informative. I know it's got the new ones, and people aren't very happy with the new dolls and the quality, but these guys aren't that bad.
They're pretty good. I'm actually like happily surprised.
And the little washer dryer, it'll look good in the dream house, and my niece can play with it too. So
great.
It gives me more furniture.
Yeah, and you don't even need the dream house. I mean, you can go with any, you know, dollhouse that you have.
Right. So that's it. A little blurb on Ken, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.